Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Anger. Welcome to another episode of the Mr. Anger Show. Sorry, got a little tongue tied there. If you're not old enough to buy one of these, walk up to an officer with one of these in your mouth and spark it up just like I did. And you have any fear of going to jail because you're not old enough, then you need permission to watch this show. Parents, know what your kids are watching. Don't blame me in the comments section below. Take responsibility. Now, this is a show where I get into controversial issues, subjects, and stuff like that. I would like for people to give me some input on what I like or what we should talk about, what kind of issues and subjects everybody would like to talk about. But unfortunately, I haven't been getting many comments on what to talk about, so I've been kind of choosing the subjects. So please, people, if you want me to talk about something specific or something certain, please let me know in the comments section below. I'd be glad to talk about whatever you want to talk about. Like I said, I want to grow with you. I want you to grow with me. We want to get to know each other, fill each other out. No, not that kind of fill out. But you know what I mean. Alright. In the news here lately, a lot of things have been going on. It seems like Donald Trump is going to be the Republican presidential nominee. I mean, he's clinched it. He's got it. He's the only person running. So, yes, Donald Trump will be the presidential nominee for the Republican side. Now, still is debatable on who is going to be the Democrats running side. Still between Hillary and Sanders. I think it's safe to say, I don't know. I don't think there's any safe says in the Democratic process or the Democrat side. I know Bernie Sanders, he keeps sneaking up and quenching some victories, and so does Hillary. It's almost a neck and neck tie when it comes to Bernie and Hillary. Personally, I think Bernie should take the lead, and I think, well, either or. I mean, either Bernie or Hillary. You could take either one and say, I want to be running for president, and the other person say, I'll be vice president. I think that would probably be the best thing for the two candidates to do. But that's just my own personal opinion. Personally, like I said, I tried to stay out of this election stuff because there's a lot of heated debate going back and forth. And, so far I lean more towards the Republican side this time than I do the Democratic side this time. It's not because I'm a Republican. It's not because I'm a Democrat. It's not because, I don't have any political allegiance. Personally, I don't. I personally agree with whatever politician I can agree with the most. I take all the issues and I combine them together and I go, all right, well, I can agree here, I can agree with there, because I will agree with Democrats on some issues. I'll agree on Republicans on some issues. It's kind of I don't have any political affiliation because I'll go with the person that I agree with the most, or if it gets down to it, the lesser of two evils. As far as political system here in the United States goes, I think it's become a joke. I used to be a big, when Obama first entered the scene during his first election, I thought, well, hey, he's promising change. He sounded good. He brought up a lot of policies, and I voted for him. But it took less than a year for me to turn against him really quick, and it's just because his policies and some of the things that he done. It just went against a lot of things that I believe in, and a lot of things that other people believe in, and it's just his policies have not been that as strong as what he says. I mean, the guy could talk a big game. I'll give Obama that credit 100%. He could talk the biggest game in the world. But when it comes to actually applying that talk, he has failed time and time and time again. And it's been proven with Obamacare, with immigration reform. It's been one thing after another, and the list continues to go on and on, but I'm not here to pick apart Obama. I mean, Obama seems like a cool guy still, but the type of person that I'd like to go out and have a beer with and talk to, but not the type of person I would trust in a leadership role. Um, his leadership decisions, his executive actions, which have been uh, very controversial. Um, just a lot of executive action overreach. It's become insane. Um, but I can't necessarily blame Obama for all this problems. I can't blame the Bushes. I can't blame any other president. I can't pinpoint it down to a particular time, but it's happened from the past. This is so slowly becoming a problem from the past that we need to start addressing as citizens. Political parties. America has lost its sight here. Political parties are created to represent different sides of views, right? Well, Congress and politicians are created to come together with their different sides of views and create a mutual solution that will appease all. That's what our government's supposed to do. So that way, we don't tick off this side, we don't tick off that side, we don't tick off anybody. We could create that mutual solution and just but it's no longer that case, and I don't know when this stopped. I mean, I can't even pinpoint exactly when it stopped. Now it's my side or your side, or it's not going to be nothing at all. And that's not how politics is supposed to work. We're supposed to come together, get everybody's views on a certain subject, that we're talking about or debating about, and then go, okay, how can we appease all? Not one side versus another side, which is why we have so much conflict here in the United States with one another. Emotions running high, and people acting like idiots and protesting and doing stupid shit during protest, like starting shit. Believe whatever you want to. We are in America. You do have the freedom to believe in what you want to, but, once those beliefs cross into physical or destruction of property, you're wrong, no matter what you believe, and you should pay for your misdeeds. That's the way it should be, and that's the way it should always be. We should all be able to agree on that. I don't care what color, gender, religious background, what political side or affiliation you believe in. If you cause physical violence, you cause destruction of property, then you should be, you should face the consequences of your actions. I keep seeing these protests all the time on the news, and nothing gets happened to these people, blocking highways, disrupting people's lives that need to go, provide for their families. And these people are holding their heads up with pride about this. No, that's just disgusting. It's despicable. And you're lucky I'm not there, because I wouldn't fucking slow down. Oh, I'd slow down to the point where you're going to get the picture, move, or I'm going to fucking hit your ass. Because you're breaking the law, you're out in the middle of a highway where you shouldn't be, and if you get hit, it's your own dumb ass fault. And people want to hold their head high up about, oh, well, we blocked the highway. We're courageous. No, you're a fucking moron that nobody should ever pay attention to. Because you're taking your beliefs and you're forcing your beliefs on the people that really don't want to fucking hear about it. Or don't want anything to do with it. They got their own shit to do, and you're fucking up their lives because what? You're a little bit pissed? You're a fucking moron. I'm sorry, you belong behind bars. Get the hell off the goddamn roads. And if you break the laws during these incidences, you should get punished. I don't care what color, sex, gender, I don't care what you believe, you should be punished. And this bullshit, the police just standing by, oh, let them do their little thing, and da-da. What are we paying for you for? I mean, come on, what are we paying you for? They're breaking the law right there, and you're just letting them do it, You have adequate cause to do something about that, but you won't do a goddamn thing. I mean, are we paying for your vacation so you can just watch the incident? Should we hand you some popcorn along the sidelines as you hold arms together? Fucking do your job. The one time we want you to do your job, you don't do it. Don't get me wrong. When it comes to this police issue and police brutality and all this shit, here's the way I feel on that goddamn subject. Point blank and simple. If I see a cop beating the hell out of somebody in handcuffs, I'm going to start beating the hell out of a fucking cop. If I see a bunch of people beating the hell out of a cop for no goddamn reason, I'm going to start beating the hell out of a bunch of people. Why should it make a difference? If you're causing physical violence first for no apparent goddamn reason, I want to attack your ass. Pure and fucking simple and straight. Why does it matter what color or gender or what? Fuck you. If you're wrong, you're wrong. I don't know what the hell is wrong with people these days. They got their heads shoved so far up their asses they can't even fucking see straight. And then they want to sit there and go, oh, we're proud of standing up for our rights and burning down our own goddamn town. You're a fucking moron. Yeah, congratulations. I hope you enjoyed that 20-minute drive to the next nearest grocery store because you burned the one down next to you. And this isn't pointed towards any race or culture or anything. You want to know what? Because it was everybody of every race. Because people took advantage of those situations and the riots and shit that happened in these cities. People will drive from out of towns and stuff like that. So no, it wasn't just that area. It wasn't just a particular mindset of people. No, it was a bunch of fucking idiots gathered together. And I don't care what you are. An idiot's a fucking idiot. But America has lost its goddamn way. That's why our tensions are so goddamn tight. We haven't learned how to fucking cooperate. Learn to appreciate each other's differences. No, we want to point them out and go, hey, you're this or that, this and that, and then just go from there. Based on whatever ignorant ideology that somebody's got built up into their little fucked up individual mind. God damn. Our political system is supposed to work together and create mutual solutions. I don't know why it is we gotta elect these silver spoon fed motherfuckers anyways that went to Harvard or Yale or whatever. You know, that have impressive degrees and millions of dollars in bank account that do not know the common everyday suffering of the common man. What the fuck do they know? They've had an easy life. They don't know what it's like out here, busting their asses off, trying to make a living, trying to raise their kids, trying to do what's right. No, they've had everything handed to them, and we're going to take their word for things? No, something's wrong here. But they're extremely educated. They went to Yale and Harvard. You know what? Fuck you. The most important document that this country ever had is the Declaration of Independence, ladies and gentlemen. The Declaration of Independence. Our rights was created by people. Guess what? In today's standards, would have barely a high school education, a 9th or 10th grade education in today's standards. Their education back then wasn't as exclusive as today's are. Today's education is. It's proven fact. So you're taking somebody who has an 8th to a 10th grade education. They wrote the most important document in American history, and we gotta elect some silver spoon-fed motherfucker that goes to Harvard to learn a fancy word for the same goddamn word we all fucking know called law. What kind of fucking goddamn sense does that make? That's all Harvard and all them fancy schools do, is they teach you fancy fucking words. You know, oh, you're supposed to use fancy words, or... You know, they release a 2-page referendum stating what one fucking law means, which basically means don't fucking park here. Oh, I love reading some of the law sometimes. It gets a little bit fucking ridiculous. I hate it when people come out with new laws. It's like, here's a 3-page referendum on what this law was about. Or a 3-page document on what this law was about. Not referendum, sorry. I've been using that word wrong. Don't punish me. Here's a 3-page document on what this law is about. You read through the 3 pages, and basically it says, don't park in this fucking spot. I needed 3 pages for you to tell me, don't park fucking here? What the fuck? I'm not a fucking idiot. You know, break things down into layman's terms now. I didn't go to Harvard or Yale. Yes, I have an education. I can use delicate words and talk in a sophisticated manner and not use cuss words and get my point across. But you know what? I don't got time for that. You know what? I got shit I gotta do. So Fuck it. Let's get to the goddamn point and say it the way the fuck it is. I don't know. This country, I swear, it's lost its fucking mind. We want to argue over race, religion, sex, when it doesn't make a goddamn difference. Something that's used to identify somebody. If somebody, doesn't ask you about, hey, what does this person look like, or is there any characteristics that we should know about, then what the fuck difference should it make? But no, we want to argue about it all the goddamn time. That's like this solution here with the school systems. Transgender kids must be able to use whatever bathroom they so choose or locker room. That's not a mutual solution. The mutual solution would have been coming up with something that everybody could live with, because not everybody's going to agree with that. And in America, everybody has the right to agree or not disagree with whatever the fuck they want to. And you're not going to appease everyone by saying this solution is the only way when there could have been a mutual solution presented. When it comes to schools anymore, I'm getting to the point where I think that, there's so many problems with schools, with people saying, well, this shouldn't be allowed in schools, this shouldn't be allowed in schools, dress codes, bullying, fighting, school shootings, not adequate enough teachers or not qualified enough teachers, I should say. I've heard that been raised up. Teachers don't get paid enough. School board doesn't get paid enough. There's always an issue out of the school system. And you know what would save the school system? If the government came out and said, you know what, we want to create a new school system. And guess what? It doesn't have to be a physical school system anymore, because we have the technology where people can learn from home. There's online colleges. Why don't we doing online schooling for our children, where children would be provided, or if they don't, excuse me, tickle in my throat. Something in there tickling my throat. I don't know what it was. No, it's not a cock. Yeah, I heard the smart ass comments from around the world. It's a cock. No, it's not a fucking cock. School should be done online. You worried about school shootings, school bullying? Guess what? That will stop it permanently. Let's make our school systems online. But not everybody in our country gets internet connection. Believe me, I fucking know this. Okay, I live in a little town. Now, I do have great internet connection. But I lived 15 miles from here at my mom's house before we moved here, because we had to save up money, because we were once homeless, because our last job, kicked us out, because our place of employment was also our home. So when it closed down and gave us less than 8 hours to get out, we didn't have no place to go. Yeah, did I like being 30-something at home with my mom? Hell no. Pissed me the hell off. I mean, no offense to my mom. I love my mom and everything. It's just, I've been so used to being on my own that I just can't, cohabitating with other people is kind of hard. And even though it's your mother and you love them and all that, it's still kind of, it's kind of trying, for both sides, as I'm sure it was trying for her. So, I wasn't too happy with being there, but then they go, oh, you can't have internet out there. You could have internet, what was it? There was a place down the road, I think it was like less than a half a mile. Half a mile, there's a neighborhood down the road from my mom's house that has internet fully and capably. Because she sits too far back from the road by, 100 feet. She can't have internet. Oh, she can have internet. She can have the satellite internet, and satellite internet sucks. I'm sorry, it does. I hate satellite internet. I do, with a passion. Why? Because I'm a video gamer. When I play video games, I want to be able to play my fucking video games online. That's what gives me replayability. That's what keeps me interested in the games. Can I continue on playing and having fun online? If not, usually it ends up in a bin somewhere, or I just don't play it anymore. Things got to have replayability for me to get good use out of it. So I like to go online and game. Well, with satellite, because it takes time for the signal to reach from the satellite up to the other satellite that's up in the sky and then beam it back down to the other satellite, well, that takes time. So the only thing you can play online, if you're a gamer, is turn-based gaming, and I don't like turn-based gaming. I've never been a turn-based gaming kind of guy, well, except for Final Fantasy and stuff like that. But you know, I'm not a sports person. You know, I don't sit around and play sports games or anything like that. Why? Too many damn buttons. I'm sorry. If they can simplify sports games to just incorporate the buttons and make it logically sensible, then yes, I would play more of them. But there's so many buttons for so many different things, and this one means this one. If you're defensive, this one means this one means that one. And it's just like, you know what? Fuck this. This is too complicated. I need a goddamn instruction booklet to play a fucking game. No. Just no. You know, I bought a console game because I got a certain amount of buttons and a certain amount of sticks, and that's the way it should be. You know, that's why I don't do computer gaming. No offense to computer gaming, I do know it's better than, you know, the consoles and all that stuff. It's just I hate all the daggone buttons and possibilities of buttons. I hate it. I hate it. I want specifics. I want it simplified. And I know you can get controllers for PC and stuff now, but I'm so used to playing on a big screen TV that stepping down to a small size screen just, yeah, I know you can connect your computer up to your TV, but when your computer is an all-in-one, such as a Mac here, such as my Mac here, you can't do that. Why do you use Mac and not PC? That's a debate for another day. I just like Mac. It's what I'm used to. It's what I'm most familiar to. And in the media industry, 95% of the industry uses Macs. Alright? It's easier for me to communicate with other people in my degree field. So there you go. Simple explanation. But anyway, school will be online. I mean, but there's places that cannot get internet. But Google and Facebook are launching up, you know, these programs where drones will send out Wi-Fi signals. You know, the government needs to step up and say, okay, well, we got all these problems in our schools. We need to create a solution. How about we just do schools from home? You know, people can afford computers really cheap anymore. You can go out here and get a laptop for about $50 to $100 now. I can find them cheap as crap all day long that will do the necessary functions for a kid to sit down and do their schoolwork on. You know, all their materials would be online. Instructors, you know, people will be like, well, what about the teachers and stuff like that? They'll be online. During the school hours, when the kids log in, facial recognition would recognize a person. I mean, if the government announced this and said, we'll buy a contract for whoever can introduce the best online programming for our future generation of kids in schooling, you know, companies would jump all over this in a heartbeat because they know that they can guarantee a sale. I mean, a sale, you know, with somebody that's going to be needing their stuff for quite some time because the wave of the future is online. And this will get kids used to the online community and stuff. You know, you don't like kids interacting with one another, afraid of bullying. They don't have to in the online setting, online school setting. You know, the kids can join the classroom together, or you know, but they can't see each other's images or anything at all. The only person that sees their images is the teacher, and the teacher can see them, and they can see the teacher. Other than that, that is it. You know, most of your instructions would be done online. Kids would sit there and listen to instructions. If they have a problem, they could hit help on the computer, and the teacher will show up to give them personalized help. This would open up teachers for more availability to help out their students, you know, that need help, to answer questions, to help, you know, because when a computer explains things, it explains things in a linear way of how to do things, but a teacher can sit there and say, well, you know, the computer's teaching you this, but here's a way that I can show you that would make it easier for you to learn, and I'll show you a different way of doing it. That way, when the computer pops up a question and you see it's this type of question, you can just do it this way. I mean, it could be done, ladies and gentlemen. And a lot of people will go, well, what about, you know, parents who work and things like that? And, well, you know, me and my wife work, you know, but not a lot of people are as fortunate as me and my wife. You know, we've always made sure that to alternate schedules. Like when I'm home, she's not. When she's home, I'm not here. I'm at work. You know, we alternate schedules so somebody's here all the time with the girls. But I do realize not everybody is as fortunate as that. But if we incorporate facial recognition into this, you know where your kids are at. They're home. Well, you mean you can't leave a K, K through 1 through 5, probably home alone by themselves. But once they hit middle school, high school, you can make that program. So keep your K 1 through 5s together. So you still have a school building for recreational uses from the middle school and high school. I mean, you're getting rid of 2 other schools right there. I think middle school and high school is old enough where the kids could be left at home, and through facial recognition, the software could recognize, hey, if this face isn't in there within 30 seconds or within a certain amount of time. Let's say 30 seconds is a little bit too strenuous. Let's say a kid needs to go to the bathroom, you give them 4 minutes. 4 minutes, the software doesn't recognize the face back into its square. Then it'll alert the teacher, and the teacher will contact the home, the principal, or the parents, and so on and so forth. Principal, home, the proper list of chain of command, whatever chain of command you have built up in your home. I mean, it can be done, but keep your K through 1 through 5, still in schools. That way you have one school building. You're getting rid of several school buildings. You'll get rid of a lot of your transportation costs. You'll get rid of a lot of your maintenance costs by getting rid of these 2 school buildings and then using the K 1 through 5 for your recreational areas. That way you have your K through 1 through or K through 5 buildings for, if your kids want to do a PE or extracurricular activities, or if they want to arrange a dance or use a football field for a football team. It's all right there in one centralized location. And it'll make things a hell of a lot easier. Because K through 5 is basically, getting the kids to understand their alphabets, to give them the basic knowledge, to continue on to algebra, for math, and so on and so forth. But, I don't know. It's just an idea, but I do say that our future in schooling and schooling American children will be through online. I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight, but I am saying it's going to happen eventually, and it will alleviate all these damn problems that everybody. I mean, you're saving money on the buildings, on the transportation. You could pay teachers more. Yeah, you can pay your the people that really matter the most some more money. I mean, I'm not saying that teachers are above cops or anybody else. I'm just saying, when it comes to educating your child, education is key. We need to have properly educated people. We do, or else we're just going to be a bunch of morons running around sitting here debating about useless shit like we are already. I don't know, people. What do you think? What do you think? Does America need to get back down to its roots again and be the America that we know we can be by creating policies that appease all, and using our political party system to bring everybody together to find and create mutual solutions? Or do you just like fighting each other? Do you just like the explosions and watching everything happening? Or I mean, what's your solution to the online school, or to the school problems? I mean, there's so many public school problems. Uh, what is your solution? Do you think online schooling is a possibility, that we could actually achieve this, that we could actually do it? I think we can, but I want to hear people's opinions. But anyways, I'm just interjecting my opinion. I think the government needs to get back on track and start doing what the government was created to do, create mutual solutions for everybody. I think that, our public school system, there's a lot of problems. We need to think of solutions for that. Let's see. What else do I think? I think we need to quit arguing about stupid bullshit, such as race, religion, color, or anything like that. Because, when I walk up to you, I say, hi, my name's Mr. Anger. I don't say hi. I'm white, I have a dick, and I like to stick it in a female. Is that going to be our greetings from now on? Hey, where do you like to stick yours, buddy? I do too! Alright! Oh, you like dick too? Cookies and dick for everyone! I don't know. Fuck off. I don't get it no more. Everybody wants to be proud of every damn thing. Oh, look at my poop! It looks like poop! I'll take a picture, put it up on Instagram. Isn't it cute? Let's take a selfie. Oh, take a selfie with my poop. gonna mind fuck me to death and I won't like it. This is Mr. Egger. I'm getting the hell off of here. Give me something to talk about next episode. God damn it, I'm talking to you fuckers. Talk back. I'm Mr. Egger. Y'all have a good one.